Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another epic video. Video is going to be very special because you are going to see that how Magnus Carlson enters the Stockfish mode and beat Hikaru Nakamura, a very strong grandmaster from America. He's very popular, and in this game, let's start the video. And in this game, Magnus is playing as white and Hikaru is playing as black. And Magnus opened the game with the e4, e5. And this setup is like a very beginner setup. And you have also like seen this opening very well. Like this is the very common position in the average chess game, and which is what they have played. And then Magnus goes for the Italian opening known as Roy Lopez. This is also my favorite opening because I played it too much. So Hikaru just plays the, I guess, book moves, yeah, and put the knight there. And now Magnus straight away attack the center. Uh, this is also a book move, and this is very aggressive book move, by the way, because you are offering a trade of pieces in a very starting of the game, very beginning of the game. Like first there is a pawn trade, then there is a knight trade, and when the queen capture, he kicked off the bishop, the first great move of the game. Magnus take it back, and now Hikaru immediately offer a queen trade, as you are going to see. Like the purpose of this trade, that if the Magnus captures, then he can capture with this pawn, and this move, this trade will open the Hikaru's rook and into an open file. So which is not what Magnus wants. So I guess, yeah, he just moved his queen one step back, and now his opponent, I mean Hikaru, just develop his bishop. Now Magnus attack the, like, push the pawn. This pawn is going to be like aggressive in the end game because it is advanced pawn. So Hikaru shut the position by also pushing his pawn, and he just castles and castles by the both sides. And now Magnus attacked his queen, so Hikaru defended it with his bishop, and they both traded the bishop. Like you are see, like in the other grandmaster games, there's not so much trading in the starting, but in this game they are trading material like beginners, but with 100% accuracy, like almost 100%. So he just double his queen and rook, like see, and he attacked the like queen, attacks the queen. So Manu just go up and offer again a trade of queen. Like he can capture, but then he can capture it back. So this is what happens. Okay, now Magnus also have like tempo. His rook is very opponent, like to this diagonal and this diagonal, and uh, Hikaru just want to protect his knight, I guess. So, by the way, this is a 10-minute game, so each player has 10 minutes to play. So, uh, in the previous move, Hikaru's go back to so that he can attack the rook. So, like he goes back, but Magnus pins the knight to the king, so the knight cannot move anywhere. So he has to move the king. Now his Magnus rook is under attack, so he have to move it somewhere. So he just push it two steps away, simply a pawn move. Now again, offer a trade of pawns, I guess, which happened or no. Hikaru just want to reroute his knight so that he can attack the rook again. Yeah, this is what the Hikaru does, and now you are thinking that this move can be possible, which is when played like it's forking the both the pieces at the same time. Like one pawn is attacking two of Magnus' pieces. So how man is going to defend it? Well, it's n%. Yeah, this is the rule like every player hate, and I guess Hikaru's like in the previous move, uh, he just forgot that Magnus can do n%. So now uh, there's simply shuffling of the rooks. Then Magnus move his king to the center again, trying to trade the pawns so that Hikaru has more active pawns, I guess. Yeah. Now the computer is saying that it is a blunder, but it is actually not. It is not a blunder because it is not losing any material, but it is a blunder because it is losing the advantage. As you can see in the previous move, Magnus has an advantage of 2.8. Like this is a very serious advantage, but when he moves his rook, all his advantage is gone, and now the position is almost equal. Okay, now he captures back, and he just trying to put the pressure somewhere in the king side and also attacking the bishop at the same time. He move his bishop and give him a check. I guess yeah, he just move his king away, and this is a like great move. So he Magnus just Hikaru just sorry Hikaru pushed his pawn, defending his knight and attacking the Magnus knight. Okay, now the first brilliant move of the game. Why it is brilliant? Because it is sacrificing of the rook. Magnus takes the rook for a bishop, and now he, Magnus just again blunder because it's not the blundering of a piece, not the blundering of material, but the blundering of the advantage. Now, what Magnus is probably thinking that Hikaru is going to capture and then he's going to capture it back, but Hikaru plays the great move in this position and double up his rooks. They both capture, and Magnus cover the knight protected by also capturing a pawn. Like in the previous move, there is a pawn here, and Magnus just capture it while protecting his knight. So the knight has come here to attack the bishop. The bishop has to protect the knight. So Manu just capture another pawn so that the trade would be beneficial for him. So the Hikaru just won the great move in that position, and this is the third great move played by the Hikaru. He again offered the trade, but he again captured the knight by also putting a tempo. By the way, the position is completely equal at this position, but watch how Magnus is going to eat up all the Hikaru's pawns, and it's a time scramble. Like they are moving their pieces and here and there and rerouting their pieces to some better squares. Like this is the stuff of normal endgame. Okay, like simple watch. He just captures another pawn of the Hikaru, and now Hikaru has only one pawn. Oh, and Magnus has one, two, three, four, five. Five pawns versus one pawn. So it's a very like great advantage for Magnus. And by the way, Magnus also has the +2 material advantage in this position. Okay, he tries to attack the bishop, but he ignores this threat to by creating this threat. Okay, so he has to move his pawn somewhere. Now this pawn is hanging, by the way. Hikaru can immediately capture this pawn, but he gave him a check because he did not want to like being checkmated, so he also has to play actively. Magnus attack this bishop with two pieces, like see, Hikaru attack is. So he just move away, and no one is attacking the bishop now, and simply it's maneuvering the pieces. Now Magnus is going for this last pawn of Hikaru, and yeah, now simply just shuffling pieces here and there, nothing special. Okay. Hikaru's capture this pawn like of black. Wait a second. No, not capturing a pawn, but a full knight. Okay. Simply moving the pieces and there, and yeah, this is like a very great move, very good move, because it's attack the knight, and oh sorry, this bishop cannot attack the knight, but look at the pieces like this knight movement. He can go there, but it can be captured. He can go there, there, and there. There are four possibilities that a knight can move, and no matter what he moves, he is going to be captured. So he just sacrifices his knight for one pawn, because one pawn is better than nothing. Okay. I guess here, yeah, here in this position, Hikaru resigns because Magnus has an advantage of 5.7. Magnus is completely winning. He has like four pawns ready to become a queen, and he has a bishop so that he can sacrifice his bishop at any time. So to make sure that one of his pawn can become a queen. So Hikaru sees that definitely because he's also a strong grandmaster, and he simply chooses to resign. And by the way, Magnus also have a time advantage. Hikaru has only 26 seconds to play the entire game, and Magnus has like 1 minute and 17 seconds to play the game. So this is a great game by the Magnus and great victory by the Magnus. So here's all for today's video. See you in the next one.